Hey, and welcome to part two of a three-part series of what really needs to happen to shrink that waistline. Today, I am going to reveal what those big box diet companies don't want you to know. They want to tell you to follow the science, follow the science, just eat less and move more. But what they're not revealing to you, which I will talk about today, is the emotional side of weight loss and what it really takes for long-term weight loss success. So you've heard about Pavlov's dogs, the theory of Pavlov's dogs, where the people in their white lab coats would ring a bell and then feed the dogs. And they would do this over and over again. And every time they did that, they were literally conditioning the dogs to get ready for food. And so they would salivate, right? So eventually all they had to do was ring the bell and the dogs would profusely salivate, even though it wasn't dinner time or they weren't hungry or anything like that. They were literally conditioned to salivate when that little bell was rang. And so that's what I'm going to talk about today is the associations we have with foods. So I'll tell you a little story about my childhood. I was a little girl and my dad took me out to Griffith Park and there was some kind of event happening there and he got me a big cotton candy, the big pink cotton candy. And so, of course, what kid doesn't like cotton candy? What was I, 7 years old? And I ate the whole thing. And so I remember driving home, sitting in the front seat, and I didn't tell my dad anything. I just was sitting there going, don't throw up, don't throw up, don't throw up, don't throw up. Before I knew it, I'm rolling down the window. I'm aging myself. As you can see, I'm not pushing the button. I'm rolling down the window, stick my head out that window, and I threw up all over the side of his car. So when we got home and pulled into the driveway, there's this pink stripe all the way across his car, and who knows what happened to the cars behind us. So as you can guess, from that day forward, I was conditioned to, I'm not eating any more pink cotton candy because that stuff is going to make me throw up. So oftentimes we have conditioned to like things or dislike things or whatever. In fact, comment below if you have a similar story, whether it's cotton candy or some kind of fried foods, or maybe it was an alcohol, a tequila or Goldschlager, or some kind of alcohol that just made you sick that you will never touch again. I would love to hear. You don't have to go into the details, but comment below of what you will never touch again because you are conditioned not to touch it. So if you're the type of person who would just love to lose some weight around the belly and shrink that waistline, but your cravings get the best of you and you just can't get past them, they're just really strong, you want to stay tuned for this episode because I'm going to give you something that you can implement today to start on that path of creating different associations with the things that you love to eat that are ruining your weight loss results. So, like I said, we have these conditions that we like certain things. When I was a little girl, once again, my dad would take me out for ice cream. So I have a warm and fuzzy feeling for ice cream because that was something that I enjoyed doing with my dad. So sometimes it wasn't a cotton candy story for sure. We have those certain loves. So when I work with my clients in the Fit Patriot, it's not just eat less, move more. It's really a good dive into the emotional side and creating the new association. So one of the things we talk about, hey Claudine, thank you for watching. And I appreciate you always coming on to watch. That's really awesome of you. Hope you didn't miss too much. Anyway, so in the Fit Patriot, we talk about different other strategies, emotional, mental types of strategies for weight loss. And the one in regards to associations, so we talk about, let's use bread for example, because that's a pretty common one. Those of us know we love bread and it's not usually our friend, at least in most cases. Not all bread is off the table, but So for me personally, I love bread. I love bread, and it's a comfort food. It's a feel good group food. It's like something I associate with feeling good and feeling comfort. But when I was going through my weight loss journey, I started to create a different association for it. As I started to learn what that food is doing in my body, I created a different association. So I would look at that food and say that food's going to make me fat. But here's the thing, you got to dig a little bit deeper, because fat, so what? Who cares? Most people around us are, and a lot of people are. You got to dig a little deeper. So what does fat mean to you? So like when I dig in with my clients, everybody has a different why. So some people say, well, I'm not going to have enough energy to play with my grandkids. I'm never going to feel confident. My sex life is going to suffer, or I won't get a sex life because I'm afraid to date because I don't have the confidence, and I want to get out there and start dating again. And for me, I'll just share with you mine. I'm not going to share with you their stories, but I started to associate with not being able to date. I was going through my divorce, or maybe I was probably done with my divorce and ready to start, but I didn't have the confidence. So I started to train myself. Every time I saw bread, if I eat that bread, I am not going to get a date and I won't be lovable. And that was a deeper chord than just fat. I gave it a deeper meaning. So this is something that you can implement today, but I want you to do some writing. I want you to do some digging in and find out, what are your core fears? What is your biggest fear about gaining weight or not losing that belly fat? What is the thing that you fear the absolute most? And maybe you have a few of them, and write those down. And then we begin to associate that with eating the bread or the sweets, or you know what your kryptonite is. You fill in that blank. So hopefully that was helpful for you. And if so, let me know what your kryptonite is. I want to know what that is as well. So if you thought this information was useful, please tag somebody who you think it would be useful for. Smash the like button or the heart button, or share it, or just let people know. My coach says I have to reach 1 million people, and I'm going to need your help doing it. So anyway, stay tuned for tomorrow, because I've got another brain hack on how to get past certain mental blocks that keep us from staying on track with our weight loss goals. If you would like to get more information on what the Fit Patriot program is, or what it does, or what it can do for you, please put Fit Patriot in the comment section below, and we can have a conversation. And trust me, that's my job, is to talk to you. So if you're interested even just a little bit, you want to know more what it is, there's absolutely no obligation, but I would love to have a chat with you. Anyway, meet me here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. And with that, God bless you for watching. I so appreciate you all. Really, really do, especially watching to the end. And God bless America. We live in an amazing country, and let's keep it free as it is. And with that, I'm going to leave you with, life is too short not to eat delicious food. And yes, you can still lose weight doing it. So that's it, guys. Bye for now.